California's new political landscape will remain in place as the midterm elections approach. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Today, the Supreme Court rejected an emergency request by California Republicans and the Trump administration to block California's new congressional map.
CBS 8's Richard Allen is here with more on how the battle over redistricting may not be over and what this means for a hotly contested local race.
Well, that's right, you guys. And you'll remember that last November, California voters approved Prop 50, temporarily redrawing the state's congressional map to help Democrats win 5 additional U.S. House seats. Now, today's move by the Supreme Court comes just 2 months after it allowed Texas to move forward with its redistricting plan, giving Republicans there the advantage with 5 seats.
The Supreme Court decision really wasn't a surprise to many people, especially because the Supreme Court had already ruled that the Texas maps could be used.
Releasing a short, unsigned order with no justices dissenting, the Supreme Court denied an emergency request to block California's redistricting plan. In December's decision on the Texas case, conservative Justice Samuel Alito wrote that it appeared both Texas and California had adopted these new maps for political advantage, which the Supreme Court said could not be used as a basis for a federal lawsuit. CBS political analyst Gary Dietrich points out that the court's decisions apply to the upcoming midterms, but the future of these new congressional maps beyond 2026 is uncertain.
They could be appealed and retried in a larger context for future election cycles down the road.
He also says other states have also led redistricting efforts, which could impact the outcome of the November midterms.
And if you add them all up right now, you've got about a 9-seat new majority for Republican-leaning districts, 6 for Democrats, so that leaves, let's say, a net 3 in terms of Republican advantage.
Some political observers see California and Texas's newly redrawn congressional lines as canceling each other out.
However, that's not guaranteed. I mean, these districts, some of them are going to be competitive.
And one of those potentially competitive races could be here in San Diego County in the battle for California's 48th congressional district, now held by Republican Darrell Issa.
Darrell Issa has campaigned hard. He's usually got resources at his disposal. And, you know, he may be one of the guys that survives.
And we reached out to Darrell Issa's office for comment, but have not yet heard back. Governor Gavin Newsom, though, has been speaking out on the Supreme Court's decision, saying today, quote, Donald Trump said he was entitled to 5 more congressional seats in Texas. He started this redistricting war. He lost, and he will lose again in November. Those are the words of Governor Gavin Newsom.
And, you know, the midterm elections are only 9 months away. Do you know of any other states trying to redraw their congressional maps?
Yeah, there are several. Florida right now, its Republicans are attempting a similar plan that would give it up to 3 to 5 additional Republican-leaning seats. Virginia and Maryland are doing the same, but on the Democratic side. But a lot can happen in 9 months' time.
Yeah, in the meantime, no doubt a political victory for Gavin Newsom today.
That's right.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.